Hey guys, what's going on? We're here with Rodel today. We're cleaning his Miata. We're going to give it a full detail. I already went ahead and washed the wheels with Code Red wheel cleaner, and I went ahead and already washed the car with the foam cannon. What we're going to do next is we're going to clay bar the car, compound, polish, sealant, and wax. Basically the full restoration of this paint. We're also going to clean the headlights, wipe down the interior, condition the leather, stuff like that, vacuum, and then also clean the hardtop, which has leaks, so I did not water that. We'll do that all by hand. But right now we're going to clay. I'll show you guys how to do it. It's not going to be a full in-depth review of how to clean a car, just kind of step by step. And if you have any more questions, please drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer it. But once again, this is Rodel's Miata that just came here after the track, and it's pretty filthy.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get going. So we're going to use the Chemical Guys clay luber as well as their Chemical Guys medium clay bar. Pro tip is you don't have to use the whole bar. You go ahead and cut it up into fourths because you're going to mash it up, make it a little bit bigger. So don't use a whole bar or else you're going to be going through those like crazy. I'm still going to be claying on a wet car as more lube, so we're going to spray this, spray the clay bar, and then work a panel at a time. So let's go ahead and start. So when you're claying a car, it's a very simple process. You're going to spray liberally all the product. Spray some on this itself. And just go ahead and go like in a... Just go the same direction. So if you're going to change, go this way. But just make sure you're going one direction. And then once this is all worked in, you're going to go ahead and buff it off. It's going to leave a haze residue. And then just go ahead and take all that residue off. And that's how to clay a car 101. Very simple, very easy. I don't know if you guys can hear it right now, but you can hear it scratching the surface kind of because there's a lot of contaminants on the paint itself that's cleaning. See, you guys can kind of see it's like a brownish black from all the contaminants, but we'll go ahead and continue this up and I'll show you guys how to buff it off when we're all done claying the car. Okay, so the whole car is clayed. Kind of leaves this waxy haze look. Just go ahead and buff it all off. This towel should be replaced soon because I've used it on the whole entire car already. And there you go. That's how you clay a car. Super easy. Next step, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and compound different surfaces. And I'll show you side by side, old versus new, of when we compound the car. Now that the car is all clayed, we're going to use the Bigfoot Ruse polisher, and we're going to go ahead and compound one side and leave one side taped off so you can see it before and after. And then after this is compounded, we'll go ahead and polish this side as well so you can see it before and after of compound versus non-compound, and then compound and polish versus non-anything, just clay bar and wash. So let's go ahead and get started. Put the pad on, the compound, and I'll show you guys how to do it on a car. So we're using Meguiar's Mirror Glaze Professional Ultra Cut Compound on their Meguiar's cutting pad for the rubes. So we're going to go ahead out, put some on here, about 5 drops, spread it out on the car, rub it in a little, and then set the speed setting on here to 4 or 5, and then go ahead and compound the hood out. So I don't know if you guys can see, I can't find a good angle to show this, but like right there is where the car's been compounded and polished. Here over is just clay bar. So about right here, over is compound and polish, and left side is just clay. I don't know if you guys can see in the video or not, but it's very obvious in person when you see the car with your own eyes. Now, because this one I'm using next to seal is called Jet Seal. It's also by Chemical Guys. This needs 20 minutes. Focus on me. This needs 20 minutes to prime and seal. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on a microfiber pad, do the hood, let it sit for 20 minutes while I go ahead, compound and polish other sides of the paint. And in 20 minutes time, I'll go ahead and wipe this all down. What you're going to do is place about 5 drops or 3 lines on this pad and just wipe up in an S motion, nice and smooth. That's all you want to do. I'll show you guys how to do it. Might be good to actually open up your bottle. So I'm going to do 3 lines. And just like that, start spreading it out. A lot goes, or a little goes a long way. For this small of a car, you could probably get half the hood with 3 lines. Alright, so running out. Go ahead and apply 3 more lines and finish up the other side of the hood. Alright, so it's been an hour since I last checked in with you guys. I'll go ahead and walk around the car right now, but I'm basically done with this, the front of the car and the driver's side and rear. All that's left is the passenger side, compound, polish, seal, and then once all that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take the entire car and wax it with, once again, something by Chemical Guys. It's called butter wax. I also have McGuire's wax, but the butter wax I'm going to use again with the polisher. So let's go ahead and walk around the car right now. Definitely it's a huge difference of just between compound and polish. I couldn't get a good shot of it with the lighting, so hopefully you guys will be able to tell, but I'm going to take you off the tripod and we're going to walk around the car right now. So here's the front. It's definitely more mirror finish. It's got, the paint's definitely come to life. It's got that gloss look. Here's the side panels. As you can see, it's pretty mirror finish. Right now we have the jet seal on the back of the car and the rear bumper. It's definitely heating up here. I'm getting hot. But as you guys can see, maybe this is a little duller. It's not as full. The paint's not as great. It still looks like a mirror. But as you guys kind of... Oh my god, I'm stuttering like a motherfucker. As you guys can see, it's kind of dull. So you can kind of look at this panel, which is much brighter, and then this panel, which is a little bit more dull. Basically done. So started about 10 o'clock. What time is it? It is now 1:32. So I mean, we're making progress. We're not doing too bad. I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod and kind of just keep going at it, and I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit, probably when I'm about to wax the car. But what I'm gonna do now is go ahead, one, pop the trunk, open all the doors, and open the gas cap as well as the hood, and clean out all those little cracks that people usually don't think about cleaning. And it's freaking hot out here. It's like 85 degrees and I'm dying. Okay, next up we're using the Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax on the Rubes pad with their, but this is wax on, wax off like the Karate Kid. You put it on, immediately take it off, you don't let it sit for anything, amount of time like that. Make sure you change towels after every product you use so you don't mix product stuff like that. So let's go ahead, put this on the car, and wax on, wax off. Now, if you've been paying attention this whole time, you're probably asking why haven't I touched the windows? Well, I've been leaving that to after I finish waxing the car. I'm going to go ahead and clay it, invisible wax it, and then clean it basically. And then on the inside we're going to do interior window cleaner, and that's about it. But the car is completely done on paint work, that is. It's 3 o'clock right now, it's like 90 degrees. Luckily the shade's still with me. I need to move fast to finish the outside work because the sun's almost here, but this car's been really fun to work on. Once again, I'm happy that it's small. I'm thinking about doing more detailing, so if you want, please message me on Instagram, which is Cali_WRX, and you have to be local, willing to travel to me. So if you guys want your car detailed, I'm coming up with prices, stuff like that, but let me know if you guys are interested. Carry on. Now that the windows are clean, it's time to vacuum. I'm not going to show you vacuuming because vacuuming's boring. I'm going to vacuum the top first, like the little cracks, so I can put the top down so it's going to be easier to get in there. Now we're going to use Turtle Headlight Cleaner and Sealant with an old dirty rag. Put some on here, scrub it on, buff it off. He has some haze on his headlights that he's done, so this will just do the trick for now. It's not permanent, but it's an easy solution to fix. About 5 hours later, and the Miata is completely finished. Everything's been cleaned except the engine bay. Interior's been cleaned, windows, exterior, wheels, tires, headlights, trunk. All of it's been cleaned. 5 hours done. Hope you enjoy this car, Rodel. It was a blast to clean.